Hey, what's going on, guys? Dino here. Um, Hope everyone's having a happy new year and you're all doing well. Recently, Italian tanks, including the Tiger E, the Tiger E, the Tiger E, and the Tiger E, if you haven't seen the dev server, which includes the Tiger E. Um, but on more of a serious note, they added some really interesting tanks. I mean, the Centaur Roamer and the Abrams Killer, the automatic with the rapid fire APFSDS. Oof. Man, that's going to be interesting once I unlock it. Um, Here I'm in the M26 Ariete, American made tank, and the Italian tree is a premium that I got during one of the bundles, as well as with the Leoncello and the I can give you a minute. And the G55S, the Italian Spitfire. It's not an actual Spitfire, but you guys know what I mean. Okay, so here I'm trying to flank around, and I notice I do the best on this map when I flank around the capture point. And something that I've kind of noticed about flanking, and Napalm has said, Napalm Rade in his videos has said that you kind of have to be patient when flanking. Take your time getting to the position, because usually it's pretty rewarding. If you get to a good position, you'll see it is pretty rewarding in the rest of this video. Okay, so let's think about the Ariete for a minute. Is it a good tank? Not really. At 6.3, you kind of have this issue of your mobility is kind of subpar to the other medium tanks. I mean, like, sometimes I get outrun by a T-29 heavy tank whenever I play the American variant. It does have, however, the fast reloading 90 mil, same gun that's on the Super Hellcat, but the Super Hellcat has the mobility. This, again, it's kind of a, other than the gun, it does have, good turret traverse, good turret traverse, but it just kind of feels a little bit mediocre. And your armor is kind of goes into that category of unreliable. There's great, there's good, there's there's unreliable, then there's bad. This is kind of like the unreliable one. Like, occasionally you'll bounce shots, if you angle the turret, but the problem is if you tend to they'll just aim for the front of the turret, and if they do, they'll pretty easily just one-shot you. It'll bounce down with the APHE and blow up the ammunition or something like that. It tends to happen quite a bit in this tank when you get shot there, and your Ganon breach is usually pretty easily disabled by, a shot. So I kind of noticed that this tank is pretty good when played almost like a German tank, kind of like defensive in a way, or maybe a British tank, not exactly rushing in too hard. See, here I am going forward, but I'm trying to stay in cover on this flank on these hills. Here I spot a enemy bulldog. He's not paying attention to me. Doesn't expect me to flank around. Easy shot through the turret. Of course, the M26 is similar. They have that, get shot through the turret and you're pretty much done. And that's the first frag of the match. So here I'm trying to assist in the point, watch to see if anybody's coming or moving up, using, the good American gun depression to get over the hill and try and hit targets. And I'm just, trying to be, you got to be kind of careful in this tank, because if you get unlucky, yeah, it's not good. Again, like I said, the armor is mediocre. Mobility is mediocre. You can't exactly run away really quickly. There's a jumbo, and I miss it. I only hit the track. I tried to shoot through the trees. I couldn't quite see him there. I might have been aiming too high. For some reason, I'm just so thrown off by the way the gun is, kind of, lower to the left. I don't know why. It's probably because I'm bad. That's probably it. So here I'm, just spamming APHE at him, trying to figure out where the heck he's at. He does, and I notice he's a lot lower than I realized he was. He was more behind that edge there and that slope, and I'm trying to, get him with a high explosive shell here. Finally get one underneath the hull of the tank. Or goes through the hull of the tank. So that's my second. Now here I kind of noticed I'm looking, over to A, and something shoots me with a machine gun, or maybe it just bounces because my turret was actually angled a little bit. Not quite sure what it is. Some fast boy. Hit the track again. Yeesh. Yeah, don't expect to see any good shots on this channel. Most of them. But anyway, that's number 3. You're trying to, go for my ace here. I kind of see machine gun fire over there, trying to judge on what the heck that is. And again, like I said, the 90mm reloads fairly quickly. Not like the 120 on the T-29s. Kind of just watching, I don't want to get shot in the turret, because, that's pretty bad when you get shot in the turret by something. It tends to be a disabling blow. So I see movement over there. I'm trying to figure out what it is. I see it kind of go back and forth. I'm trying to predict if it'll come that way. Fire. And it's a SPAA. And this guy ends up coming back later on. I didn't really see where he came back. I should have loaded. High explosive. But I was kind of worried about, that guy. He does end up coming back around to annoy me, though, in this game. So here I'm trying to play, kind of pass. I'm not rushing in. I got a very lucky shot there. He kind of, shot at the same time. I got lucky, and I shot right before he broke my barrel. And now I'm going to have to repair it. And about the time that I'm kind of busy repairing my barrel here, if I'm correct, is about the time that Mr. M19 comes back around. And I don't notice him because I'm blind as a bat. There, I see him moving around the woods. Yep, here he comes. He tracks me. I'm kind of afraid that he's going to break my gun barrel. I shoot there. I load a HE shell. However, I think that I think I get an assist. Yep, there goes the gun barrel. Oh no, I thought I got an assist. There's the ace frag. So this is again like one of those situations I just got lucky. I get lucky. This is usually pretty often down tiered because it's 6.3, not 6.7. However, the Abul, I don't know how to pronounce it. I can't speak Italian. The tracked vehicle with the turret will be the next one I get. However, it's 6.7, so it's going to be interesting to see what happens. I try to take a shot there, miss him. He ends up, I think, taken out by a teammate. However, all in all, it was a pretty good game. Now, for the ultimate question, should you get the Ariete? It's kind of up to you. If you're like me and you don't just, you don't like putting in a whole bunch of money into video games, then, and you just want to grind quickly, kind of speed grind like I do, then yeah, you could get this tank. If you want a better tank, then you should probably get the 8.3. I'm not sure what it's called, but however, I don't know how it's going to fare at its battle rating, constantly having to fight the XM1 spam. So, if you're good at this tank, and you like the M26, go ahead and get it. If you're like me, and you're bad, but you still want to grind, then yeah, I mean, you could get it. It does take a lot of, it's not exactly forgiving. That's what I get the assist on. Thought it was going to be on the SPA, but it was on the Hellcat. And quite often I'm really surprised whenever I bounce shells. It's pretty rare, because usually what happens is, you fight the Americans quite a lot at 6-7. They got the T-29, the M26, and you fight the British with their FVs, which are very good tanks, and tend to have an easy time dealing with you because of their great penetration, and they'll just knock out your cannon breach, and then you have a hard time penetrating them. And yeah, it's kind of a problem. Anyway, that was an ace. 5 kills. Pretty good game. One of my probably the second best game I've had in this. First I got 7. But yeah, that's it for this video. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. I hope that everybody has a wonderful new year, and I will catch everybody next time in the next video. Goodbye.